Where did all the home buyers go? That's the question I keep hearing at listing appointments, from other agents calling me to see if I'm getting any traffic on my listings, from home sellers reaching out because they feel their agent isn't doing anything, and in text messages from clients who thought their home would fly off the market. And if you're thinking it too, you are not alone. Your house is listed. You expected more traffic. You thought the offers would be quickly coming in, but it's been quiet. And now you're wondering, is it my price? Is it the market? Did the buyers just vanish? I'm Lily Vallario. I've been selling real estate for 21 years, serving Maryland, DC, and Northern Virginia. I work with both buyers and sellers every single day. And on this channel, I give you the real talk. No fluff, no sugarcoating, just practical, honest insight so you can navigate this market with confidence. Let's talk about what really changed in this market, because buyers didn't disappear. They just changed. The biggest shift in today's market isn't just pricing or interest rates. It's mindset. Buyers used to be frantic. I'm talking about multiple offers on day one, waived inspections, escalation clauses over $50,000, total FOMO energy. Now, that urgency is gone. Buyers are calm. They're deliberate. They're not afraid to wait. And that's throwing a lot of sellers off. The same house that would have had 5 offers in 2022 might now sit for 3 to 4 weeks without a single offer. I've seen it firsthand. Today's buyers take their time. They'll come 2 or even 3 times back before they even think about writing. They're walking through homes with their phones out, recording videos, running numbers, calling their parents mid-tour. I've literally seen buyers bring their tape measurements just to take every measurement of every single room and their HVAC technicians with them. Why? Because their cost to buy is higher now, and with that comes caution. They want to know they're making a smart, safe, long-term decision. This is no longer an emotional race. It's a calculated move. And the moment buyers realized homes weren't flying off the market in 48 hours, everything shifted. The power dynamic changed. Now they feel they have time. And you know what? They do. This doesn't mean that they're trying to lowball you or that they're not serious. It means they're finally shopping like buyers again, not like auction participants. So if you're still operating with a 2022 mindset, expecting frenzy, urgency, waived everything, you're going to feel frustrated because that buyer isn't showing up anymore. If you're a seller, I hope this is helping clarify what's really going on. Or even a fellow agent, I'd love to hear what you're seeing too. Drop a comment below and let me know. How are buyers behaving differently in your market? What are your sellers saying or struggling with? Here's where it gets real. Today's buyers, they're not expecting perfection, but they are expecting comfort. And that comfort needs to start the day they move in, not 6 months later. Back in the crazy market, buyers would look past outdated kitchens, stained or worn carpet, even deferred maintenance just to get the house. Now, that same buyer is looking at your 2002 light fixtures and wondering what else hasn't been updated. They're not just shopping for a house, they're shopping for value. And that value is emotional and visual. It's the feeling they get when they walk through the door. If it smells musty, looks dark, or feels like a to-do list, they move on. I hear this from sellers all the time. Lily, the buyer's probably going to want to pick out their own carpet anyway. Maybe they want hardwood floors. Why should I change it now? And you're not wrong. Eventually, they might make changes, but that's not how it works. Even if buyers plan to update things later, they don't want to deal with anything right after moving in. They've just spent thousands on down payment and closing costs. They've moved their entire life sometimes. They're adjusting to a new monthly payment. The last thing they want is to start painting walls and rip out floorings on week 1. That's why a house that's clean, bright, and feels move-in ready, even if it's not 100% updated, is the one that sells fastest right now. And here's the real disconnect. Buyers' perception is moving faster than sellers' reality. If you're not keeping up with that shift, your home will get skipped, not because it's not good, but because it doesn't match the emotional or financial expectations buyers have today. This part's important because I see it over and over again. A good offer comes in and the seller says, "I was hoping for more. I don't want to pay a buyer's agent. They're asking for closing help. I'll just wait." And I get it. I truly, truly do. But here's the truth. In this market, a full price offer with a standard inspection contingency, seller paid buyer agent compensation, and maybe even a small credit is a strong offer. Yet I've seen sellers lose their minds over this. They get offended, they get upset, or even insulted. They see it as a lowball or a slap in the face, when in reality, it's a fair, well-structured offer on how deals are getting done in 2025. That buyer isn't trying to take advantage of you. They're responding to a market that's shifted. And if you won't even consider that offer, the home seller down the street will. And that buyer will move on. I don't love having to be this blunt with my home seller clients, but it's my job to educate them. Because if no one tells you how the market really works right now, you could end up sitting on the sidelines for months. Other sellers are still covering the buyer agent commission. Many are offering closing help. And buyers, they're asking for inspections again because they can. And honestly, that's how it was before the pandemic too. We're not in some dramatic downturn. We're just back to a more balanced, normal market. This isn't buyers taking advantage of you. This is what a typical healthy negotiation looked like before the 2020 chaos. And it's where we've landed again. And while it may not be the offer you wanted in an ideal world, it might be the best offer you'll get in today's market. That's where a strong agent steps in, not to push you, but to guide you in recognizing a real opportunity when it shows up. Now, this one might ruffle a few feathers. I hear this all the time from sellers. "Lily, we're not desperate. We're not in a rush. We can wait 3 to 6 months to get our price." And let me just say this clearly. I don't want you to be desperate either. But waiting isn't a strategy, especially if you're sitting on the market without making any changes to your price, presentation, or position. We don't know where rates are headed. We don't know if more inventory is about to hit. What we do know is that buyers right now are cautious and value-driven, and they're not circling back to homes they felt were overpriced or overwhelming. In some cases, I've had sellers reject a solid offer in the first few days because they felt, "If we got an offer this quickly, maybe we priced it too low. Let's wait and see if we get more." Let me tell you right now, that thinking almost always backfires. 2 weeks pass, the momentum slows. The multiple offers never come. And by the time you realize things didn't go the way you imagined, that first buyer is gone. Time on market creates a story. And if that story says nobody wanted this house, new buyers assume there's a reason. That's why the best approach is to stay flexible, strategic, and responsive. You don't have to slash your price, but you do have to adjust when the market calls for it. You have to meet the market where it is, not where you hoped it would be. Here's the bottom line. Buyers didn't vanish. They just got smarter, more careful, and more selective. They're not rushing into decisions, and that's not a bad thing. It just means your approach needs to evolve. If your home is sitting or you're preparing to list and want to get it right from day one, reach out to me. My contact information is in the box below. I can help you position your home with the strategy today's buyers are actually responding to. If you found this video helpful, please do me a favor and subscribe. I'm on a mission to hit 2,000 subscribers and bring more no-fluff real estate guidance to people who need it. I post weekly content that's honest, current, and tailored to what real buyers and sellers are going through right now. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!